you are and what you're doing. Yes, I got it. I got it. Okay. And I was telling Grace, I said, I was thinking it was realtors, not realtor investors. And I was so excited that it was flippers and people that do this. I was just like, she says, you really do like this, don't you? And I said, are you kidding me? It's like, I'm so interested in it. And so it's an honor to be here, actually, to be in front of you and all the hard work that it goes into it. And, people watch HGTV and they show the fun side of it. If there's a fun side, and then you guys, the pressure and the deadlines, and you wouldn't be doing it if you don't like it, I assume. But it's just, I appreciate you having me on. So tonight, we are going to do a plan for 2022. We've had a few years that we've been really living in uncertainty. And I know I talked to Grace about some of the years, things are kind of building up. We want 2022 to be, make a difference in your plan here. And just really invest in, I'm just trying to get my view right here. Sorry, so I can see everyone. Okay, there we go. And so I did make a PDF for everyone. I was hoping you might have it by your side that you could take notes on a bit. If you have a pen and paper, you might want to grab that. The things that I'm going to talk about, we're actually going to do some exercises on this while we're I think I have till 8:30 or something tonight. And so I really wanted to do some thinking on the Zoom tonight so that you could take some notes. So I hope you have something that you can write on. And if you don't, maybe you can just keep it in your mind. So we want to, just get excited about this year. And so we're going to actually bring ourselves into the thinking mode. I do a lot of meditation and mindfulness and understanding of how the brain works. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you a breathing exercise that actually brings you into the moment and changes where you are connecting with your brain. So sometimes if something stressful comes up, or you've had a big day, or you get a phone call that you might not want to take, or a phone call that you have to take, there's a breathing exercise that a lot of people use. Is called the 4x4, and it takes like two or 3 minutes, but it changes from, if you're stressed out into a flight or fight presence, it brings you up to the executive functioning part of your brain. Mike's going, yes. Yeah. So
I know the 4x4.
Yeah, the 4x4 or block breathing. Yeah. So it's really simple, and a lot of people do know it, but I want to do it tonight so that the people that don't know it have it, and use it as a tool to bring us to be present here on the Zoom, so we can run through this process that we're going to run through tonight. Okay, so I'm going to, you're going to be breathing in for 4 and holding your breath for 4. So I'm going to use some kind of like sign language, and then breathe out for 4 and hold for 4. And then we're going to do that about 4 times. And you can keep your eyes open or your eyes closed. You can breathe through your mouth or your nose, whichever it is. But so take a breath in, and just take a breath out for 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, in. Hold, 2, 3, 4, out. Hold, 2, 3, 4, in. Hold, 2, 3, 4, out. Hold, 2, 3, 4, in. Hold, 2, 3, 4, and just release. So I just want to have you pay attention to what's going on in your brain right now. Has your brain kind of quieted down?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So it's a simple way to become present and stop that jibber jabber when something is bothering you. And it's very easy to remember. So it's not something that you're going, what was that thing that Linda was talking about? It's 4 breaths in, hold, 4 breaths out. If you have to do it for 400 times, do it, but it'll bring you back to have that functioning brain that you need to think and make decisions with. And that's really important. I'm sure in your business, you might have to make quick decisions and you're all hyped up and stuff. You can say, well, I'm going to step away for a minute and just breathe and then come back and it'll quiet down all that crazy talk that we get in our brain. So welcome everyone with your quieter brains. It's really nice to see all of you.
Linda, I just want to mention that in the chat, I put a link to your PDF outline. So everybody can just click on that and it should pull up a PDF. See, Saffron's
she's got it printed out.
See? Yeah, we're not stupid.
No, you're not. No,
Okay.
No, never.
All right.
That's
All
great.
right. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. So that was, bringing ourselves present in here. And it says, presence in the moment is the only way that you're going to make an impact. And right now I'm going to use impact as an acronym to give you a little bit of a background of how we're going to go about our goal setting or our vision for this coming year, and maybe step into a different state of mind than we might have been in the last couple years. So impact. I is for intention. We need to have intentions in our life. And many people that make a big impact, have a morning routine. Well, I say if you cannot take 10 minutes, at least 10 minutes to focus on yourself and breathe and see what's going on in your life, you're probably dragging yesterday along with you. And the day and the week before, and then the year before. So you need to kind of step into the present moment when you wake up, even maybe before you get out of bed or in your shower or something like that, and breathe. And, do you step right into a problem? Do you step right into what happened yesterday? Do you step into, what do I have to do today? You need to take 10 minutes just to kind of see what's going on in your mind. I'm going to state some facts about that. If you're not doing that, you're running on autopilot. You're not setting intentions and plans. You're just running on the energy from yesterday or the patterns that you've already had. So you're on autopilot. And then 96 and 98% of what we do every day is habitual behavior. So we need to know what we're doing every day, because if we're not getting what we want, we're not doing what we want to get what we want, or we're not being what we want to get what we want. If we wake up angry and frustrated and walk into the day angry and frustrated, we're going to get more anger and frustration. So you need to set an intention in the morning to pay attention to what you're feeling and make a choice, because you have a choice in that moment. And another statistic that is really amazing is we have 3 to 60,000 thoughts a day. And when I thought of that, when I thought of that was one of the thoughts, I thought, seems like sometimes we have like 3 million thoughts a day when your mind is just racing, but a lot of time it's repeating itself. So you want to know that you're having a lot of thoughts every day, but they're not all true and they're not real. Nobody's standing there saying it in your head, but your mind might be saying it. So paying attention to your thoughts and understanding that you have all these thoughts. And 90% are the same thoughts that you had yesterday. So setting an intention to pay attention to who you are and who's running the bus, who's running. Is that true? Do I have to worry about that today? I just going to take a moment and focus on what I want to do today, because that's going to change your habit and move you into goal setting. Goal setting is doing things, taking action. Okay, so intention is really important. M, mind. We were already talking about the mind, your mindset. a long time ago, only in the last 20 years, I believe, or maybe it's 30 now, we're finding out that our mind has plasticity, and we can change the paths of our mind. So like if, you're in third grade and you go, what's 2 + 2? And you, me, pick me, and you get 3. And the teacher goes, Linda, but it's 4. But you were so excited, and then you think you're stupid, and all the kids laugh because you didn't know the right answer. And then you feel really bad at recess. They're still laughing at you. So I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I can't do math. And then you go home and you go. They go, "What's wrong?" And you go, "Well, I said 2 + 2 is 3." And then your parents go, "Well, you know better than that. You're good at math. And then you start thinking you're stupid. You might be 40 years old and that same tape is running, because what your brain does? Your brain looks for things, patterns, and they put it in that file. Oh, look, she is stupid. The mind doesn't know if it's a positive or a negative, but it goes out there and collects evidence to make sure it's true. So I'm not good with money. I've never been good with money. I lost a quarter when I was 5, and it was the end of the world, and then so you have these patterns that you might bring with you even at an older age, and they're subconsciously running, but your mind is still looking for proof that it helped. I mean, the proof that it's true. And it's not even true, but your mind doesn't know that. So think of something, when you're thinking of something that might be negative, you're going, where did that come from? Did I pick that up somewhere? Is that true? No, that's not true. I thought that when my brother hit me over the head with a baseball bat or something. Things happen to us, and then our brain tries to make it feel true. So your mind is really important, and you can change your mind, and you can change your patterns. Right, Mike? Yes, I know you. Okay, good. And then awareness. So awareness, there's 4 kinds of awareness. The first one is being unaware. I'm not aware. So that's your first kind of awareness. And then there's now I need to look at my notes about awareness, because I just think this is the best thing ever. And now I can't remember. I remember the last one because that's the one I really want. Awareness. There it is. Oh, I know. I can't spell impact, huh? I-M-P. P is present. That's what's going on. So you have to be present in the moment to make things happen. You have to be present to be conscious in that moment, so that you're not just doing autopilot all the time. So it's very important to listen. So when you're in the present moment, we were never taught how to listen, okay? So there's different ways of listening. When we're listening, a lot of times we're contemplating what we're going to say next. Somebody's talking about a plan they have, and you're going, well, I did that plan and it didn't work. So you're not even really listening to what they're saying, because you're contemplating what you're going to say next. So when we listen, we need to listen, actively listen, and just let it come in without us trying to correct them, or try to make them wrong or right, or tell them our experience. So it's really important to listen. And I'm sure in this, listening to get the fine details on things would be really important, or listening to someone and saying yes, and say, somebody says, well, that's a stupid idea. I would never do it that way. I would have, torn down that bathroom, and I would put 2 bathrooms back to back, because I get more money if I did that. And you don't believe that. You'd, instead of going, well, yeah, I tried that in the last one and it didn't, well, you say yes, and oh, well, I have thought about it that way, or maybe you've never seen it that way. Instead of saying, but that's a stupid idea, but I've tried that and that doesn't work. Saying yes, and can you just feel how the energy is different? You're not making anybody defensive. You say yes, and I've never heard that idea before, but that might be looking something I want to look into. So being present and listening is really important. Now we come to IMPA, impact, awareness. And the four kind of awareness is unaware. Then there's conceptual awareness. And these are the things that we're kind of taught in the world, like schools are conceptual ideas, awareness. Government is conceptual. The things that socializing things is conceptual awareness. And then there's intuitive awareness. So, when you start doing your business, somebody said things start dropping into my lap, intuition starts building when you're in your business. So that's an awareness of going, like, my gut says this isn't something that I want to invest in. My gut says, wow, I want to get this and I want to go gung ho. So listening to that is very important. And the one I like the most is participating awareness. I always have trouble saying that. But participating in your awareness is knowing what you want and actually kind of like participating and finding it and being curious and wow, and asking questions and how could I do that? You're participating in the awareness and you're actually kind of creating it, nurturing and digging for it. So think of that when you're looking around or doing things. How are you participating in your own awareness? C is communication and connection, and I'm sure you always all have to work on that. And then T is your talents, your time, and your finances, that you're putting in. So and your action, taking action. So making the impact in your life isn't just one thing. It's a cumulative thing that you can work on, and you can use impact as a formula, as a way to remember that. And so the goals, things that we're going to work on now with that in mind, there's three kind of goals that I want you guys to think about setting up for this year. Okay. So this number one is the stretch, and this is on the paper that I gave you. The stretch goal, excuse me, something that kind of scares you and excites you and may seem impossible. So I remember when I first started learning about self-help and investing and becoming, an entrepreneur, and your goals were, I'm here, but now I'm a millionaire. And you start, they're telling you to think big, and I'm a millionaire. And this stretch goal is kind of like that. It's something that scares you. Like this year, say, I'm going to invest in 5 properties. Whoa, that's a lot. And I'm going to have them, I'm going to start flipping them and trying to see if I can keep them all together. And I mean that, and then, but each one is going to make a lot of money. So by the end of the year, this is going to be the best year ever. So a stretch goal is, that might be impossible, if you don't have a lot of people working underneath you and delegating a lot of things. So a stretch goal, something that scares you, excites you, and seems impossible. So that's number one goal. And I want you to think about that even while we're doing this. Maybe there's something that you've been thinking about, or I want to
Linda,
spread
say that
out.
again. Something that scares me, and there's 3 things you said. I didn't get it.
Oh yeah, scares and excites you and seems impossible.
Okay, excite.
And Grace, it is on this paper. These exact.
I'll turn it over and look. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there it is. It seems impossible.
Okay.
I'm writing on the back. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I did. Okay. So,
Excites
and the next
me.
one is a realistic goal.
Yeah.
It's high.
I have to say, I already met my stretch goals, so now I need to create a new stretch goal, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
you're going to be stretchier than ever, bigger than ever.
Yeah,
you got to make it. You got to make it scary.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know I was so excited to hear some of that. So, and a realistic goal, high, but still attainable with the steady work that you're going to do daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly, and then yearly. So that's number 2. So do you have that in mind for 2022? You've probably already thought about this, maybe at the end of last year, or already we're in January, 11th, you might have already thought about this. So, and then number 3 is a guaranteed goal, one that you can take to the bank. And an example of that would be, I'm going to, on Mondays, something that you can do on Mondays, I am going to, I'm going to surf for new properties. Every Monday, I'm going to spend 2 or 3 hours doing that. Or, I'm not exactly all the things that you guys do to find out all of the availability things. I'm sure there's, everybody has a system that they might do. But using Monday is a day that you're going to do it, Tuesday or whatever is a attainable goal, and you will see results with that. So with those 3 goals, you're not trying to go from a person that might make $5,000 a month to $1 million, so because then you get disappointed. You need to have these goals attainable, and so that you can actually see them happening for you, so you don't get discouraged, and don't, get down on yourself. You need to have attainable goals and a steady rhythm that you're going. And the next one we're going to look at is your why. And I talked to Grace earlier, and she said, I'm not sure if the whole group is why do you do this? Why are you in this specific business? And I'm going to actually read the example I have on my paper, because it's not just the first why. You need to go deep enough that it may actually connect to where you cry, because it affects you so much that why am I doing this? So let's say your why is to make more money. Now, then this is actually in the paragraph that I wrote. And why do you want to make more money? Because I want to not worry about my bills. Well, why? We all kind of want that, but why? Well, I fear that the pressure of our relationship around money, and I would never want that, the pressure of our relationship dissolving because of financial reasons. And well, why? I would never want my kids to go through what I had to go through. I would never want them to feel that, and so you can even, if it may be even deeper than that, so finding why you want to do something, maybe you want to help. I know somebody that their why is, when it goes down deep, is they don't want people to hurt, and they want to support disadvantaged children and things like that. And that's their big why. She has a real estate business that she wants to sell. No, it's an insurance business, and she wants to sell that and then be able to make money so that she can help kids. And it brings tears to her eyes because of her past and things like that. So do you know your why? And if you've already thought about your why, take some time in the next couple of days and, well, why do you want that? Like, why do you want that? What's deeper? What do you really want it for? And what connects with you so deep that you don't forget your why? That it gets you up and moving every day, and I'll do that today. I don't feel like it, but I know that in a month, if I do this every day, it's starting a momentum. Okay. So why is important, and going deeper just helps sustain that when things aren't so good. So that's one thing why you want to go to the why. And then the next paragraph I have is, who but you, really, who but you are going to do what you need to do? There's no white knight riding on a horse going to help you. You know, I wish somebody would help me. Well, you need to ask for help. I wish, you know, there's people here that are, you know, Dylan and Quan are here and they're listening. And I don't believe they're going to be afraid to ask for help, you know. So who but you are going to make the difference? So you can't rely on other people to do it for you. You can ask for help. And that's being very brave and courageous. Mentors, finding mentors. Here there's people, the other gentleman is gone, I can't remember what his name was, but he
Brad.
wants to help.
Brad, yeah.
Brad, and he wants to help, and he's excited to help people. So listening and finding those mentors, and they will become your friend, and you know, you can share things with. And like this group is very congruent already in being cordial and nice to each other and enjoying each other's company. So that's a good support to be around. So mentors, and people that have already done what your goal is, you know, they love to share their information. So that's somebody, you know, there's people around here that I can hear have already stepped up. It might have taken them 10 years or something, but they stepped up to where they have so much knowledge and they can give you a few tips. So rely on them and don't be afraid to ask for help. Accountability partners. So I don't know if you guys do that, but having someone like Shalene is leaving the area, you know, she might want to stay personally connected even more than the group or something, and have somebody that she shares what's going on in her new city, and you know, in Quan's in Albany and Corvallis, where other people are here. So in the Eugene and Springfield area, having a partner that you can call and check in once a week, or on Mondays or Tuesdays, or every day, make an agreement, because in this month I want to do this, and I don't know if I'll do it unless I have somebody I am accountable to. It makes a big difference for a lot of people. It makes a big, thinking about working out, think about all those things. It's nice to have somebody. I go hiking with these people, and if they didn't go hiking, I wouldn't go hiking. You know, I feel bad because I don't show up, you know. So being accountable helps them and helps you. And something that Grace talked about, delegating things. So when you get to a certain point, you can't do everything. So a lot of people think, well, I can do it better, or I can do it faster, or I don't like the way they do it. You know, sometimes we become control freaks, and we don't even really enjoy it, and it's taking up our time, where if we just could trust somebody else and give them that would give us time to do the important work. So that's might be part of your goal, is to, I can't do everything, it's falling apart, or I can't focus on what I need to, so I'm going to delegate. So that's really important. So with those goals in mind, you're going to do the 3 goals, and then why do you want to even make these goals? Why do you want to do them? And then you have to build you up. You are the one who, but you, like we said, can do this. You are the one that has to do this. So you need to understand your beliefs in yourself, like we were talking about, our mind. What do you say that nobody else can say? Would you say these things to someone else? Sometimes we abuse ourselves and we would never say it to anybody else. Or if they said it to us, they wouldn't be our friend. But still, we talk to ourselves. And so I want you to find out what you're saying to yourself. And if it's something that a friend said to you that would make you mad, well, be a friend to yourself and say, I don't really want to hear that anymore. You know, I've heard that enough. You can actually, you know, tell yourself, and your mind will listen. So beliefs can stop you. You know, you might do really good for so long, and then when you're feeling really good, there's something inside of you that starts, well, I don't know, I'm feeling really good, I'm not supposed to feel this good, and you might lose everything. There's just different patterns that we all have. Oh, my dog needs attention. No, come here. So beliefs about yourself. And I know here I'm just jabbering. So, and what are your values? So, we're going to take a second here. And if you have a pen and paper, I want you to write number one, belief about yourself. Write some beliefs about yourself or things that you might have said to yourself. So, what I was saying, I'm not good with money, or I'm not a very good friend, or, I don't like people that tell me what to do. Just different things. Try to write a couple beliefs about yourself. I always like to start with a good belief and then maybe one that's not so good, and then end up with another belief about yourself.
Would people be inclined to put it in the chat and share? And then it's kind of like an accountability kind of exercise at the same time, if you'd like to. I'm gonna do it.
Okay, great. You go for it, because she's stretching her goal. She's gonna have.
Yeah, I've had incredible last couple years by defeating some beliefs.
Okay.
And using and delegating. Right?
Okay.
Like the delegating thing. Greg and I went to Italy, and if I hadn't hired a travel agent, we would have never gone to Italy. I might have paid $10,000 for that travel agent, and the trip was probably worth $10,000, and I paid 20, but we would never made it to Italy if it wasn't for delegating that. And I couldn't have done it without her. Yeah, because I don't have the time. Yeah.
I know. And you're going, thank you.
Yeah.
And so I really want to, I'm really curious if you would share that actual belief in the chat, because that is.
Yeah. So yeah, delegating is a new thing for me. And I think I told you, Linda, about I hired my hairstylist to do data entry, and so she's doing data entry, and now I can just send out the letters and all that kind of stuff. But I hated doing data entry, and guess who loves it? My hairstylist.
Yeah.
So
right. And was there a control issue ever there? Did you like?
Yeah, of course I thought I could do it better, and my God, she learned it so fast. She learned it so fast. She was like going, "Yeah, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need?"
I already know that. Yeah, I'm gonna put. Let's see.
All right, my chat. I'm gonna say I'm bad with math. That's my bad.
There you go.
Oh, there's Linda. Okay.
I'm not good with money. I've been told that, and so this year is definitely it's.
I'm not good at math, and my most of my family is.
Right.
And like 4 + 4, huh?
Right. Oh my gosh.
But I'm really good with people.
Oh.
There's me. Anybody else want to join in? Tell me what to do.
I realize that. Don't tell me what to do. I'll say that in my head. Don't tell me what to do.
In my 20s, I worked for the IRS and got promoted because I was I got promoted to management because I was not conforming. And in the government, conforming is huge. And because I was like not conforming was different, I got promoted. So hello.
Oh my gosh, you were accident. Yeah, that's funny. Look at that. I am not good at letting people help me. Asking for help is one of a lot of people.
Oh, Shalene, I think you're a good communicator. You don't think so? I think you're awesome. Well, you must have a lot more to communicate than I heard.
I communicate my opinions and get on people's nerves.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's what I do.
That's what I do, and I'm good at it.
My desire to learn Weavers?
Weaver.
Waivers. I may have
Waivers.
misspelled that.
So in other words, you think that you,
Oh.
like sometimes I want to learn and sometimes I'm like, oh, hell, I don't want to learn.
Exactly. It really depends on the day.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure most of us are in that same boat.
Oh, yeah. I love to, I mean, I do love to learn. And then,
Me too.
yeah, but then when you're tired, I've had enough. You can't, there's no input, there's a
Yeah.
stop. I am still on a huge learning curve.
Yeah. And Saffron says, I'm not good at letting people help me. Well, that's because you're so good at everything. Hello.
That's
Yeah,
not
but-
why. It's because I'm a control freak.
I'm
And
a
I have
control
fear
freak
of
too.
letting go.
Yeah. Yeah. When I got married, that was my big confession to Greg, is that I'm a control freak and nobody can touch the laundry. Oh, I had to let it go. Let's see. I have
Well,
to-
for me, I like helping people. And I'm listening to you to everyone's statement. But see, for me, being a senior person, I realize that waking up in the morning, just being alive is beautiful. Whatever the day brings before me, as long as I can make it through, and along the way, I help somebody to make it. And I always put other people ahead of me when it comes to situations during the day. If they have, and I'm always encouraging them. And then at the end of the day, if I don't get any encouragement back, that's okay, because tomorrow there's another one. And as long as I can get some rest,
Good.
I'm good to go.
That's great.
That is great. Yeah, it is great, Grady. That's awesome.
I kind of oscillate between spontaneity and hating a routine and needing a routine, Saffron. I'm like, I oscillate between, I guess it depends on that morning routine, whether I get clear headed or not.
Cannot tolerate routine.
Yeah.
I try, when I try to form new habits, I last for a very short time and then I have to get away from it because I don't like routine. That's just,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's kind of like a new thing, New Year's resolutions. I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Just as an example, it's about 7 days. Really, it's about 7 days. I can do it, and then, what am I doing? I don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing it. So, and that's buying things too. It's like 7 days of something new. The newness wears off. So there's a point where maybe the outcome or the why could be big enough if you tried to do it maybe for 21 days, 30 days. Would it make a difference? Would it make a difference even if you didn't feel like it? When I heard that, do it even though you don't feel like it, I went, well, what? That's just stupid. If I don't feel like it, I'm not going to do it. But do it even though you don't feel like it. And if 30 days it doesn't reap any award and you found it foolish, then try something else or something. I don't know. Just some advice maybe that if there's something you really want to do, to stick with. So
I would agree. You need to stick with it, because if you don't stick with it, you can't commit yourself. And if you can't commit yourself, then how are you going to expect someone else to ride along with you if you can't commit yourself and commit with them? We all are leaders within ourselves. And
exactly.
people look at us every day, whether they see us or know us or not, or hear us or not. But there are those that will hear us, and they ride on what we do and the strength that we have. Anybody can be weak and tired. That's very simple. But to be strong, even when you're tired, and you commit and you finish what you need to do, then people can count on you in a time of need. They can count on you because they know if they wake you up in the morning and you're tired and they need help, you're going to go, and then you'll complain about it after you finish what you have to do.
Right. I didn't feel like doing when I don't feel like getting up and hiking, but I do it. you know, because I feel better afterwards and I'm helping, supporting other people. But yeah, it's a tough one. Grady, that's great.
Yeah.
So Gail's putting in some interesting stuff
Yes.
here, Gail. I'm not good with record keeping. And then she goes into, I can still trust that all will be well. And
Aw.
then a good incentive is to promise 21 days, I'm guessing to yourself. And if you miss it, just start over again. Gail, you want
Whoa.
to say any more? It'll take her a minute to unmute.
Oh, there she is. Okay. There she is.
You see her? Oh,
I
hi,
see
Gail.
unmute.
She unmuted.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gail, do you want to say anything more? Because that's a lot of wisdom there.
Yeah.
I think her microphone's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Gail, but thank you for chiming in. I think that's good. And 21 days isn't that like
That's the
a
habit thing.
a
Yeah, they say
habit thing?
20.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah.
I think it takes more than 21 days, but I just might be a tough habit maker or something. It takes me longer than 21 days to do a habit.
Yeah, I think that's a myth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
I
way
think
longer.
more like 9 years, but yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You
But
always have to work on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like as far as the goal part that you mentioned, the stretch, the realistic, but the guaranteed goal, which is like you can make yourself do it every Monday. I'm going to do this
Yes.
or whatever, and that's something you can commit to,
Right.
unless you have a doctor's appointment or something that Monday. But yeah.
Right. And then
Yeah.
you say, well, I'm not going to do it on Monday. I'm going to do it on Tuesday. I mean,
Yeah.
the reason it works so well is it's like Monday, my plants are still alive because I water them every Monday because I couldn't remember to water my plants and they kept dying. I'm going, well, just pick a day and it's watering day.
Yeah.
And now Monday, water those plants or they're going to die, water your business or it's going to,
Right.
fail.
Angeline and I have like toyed with the idea of going out on Sunday afternoons and making cold calls. And then when she said she was leaving town, I was like, okay, forget that. But now that I hear she's not leaving so soon, Shalene, let's do those cold calls on Sunday afternoons. Rain
We
or
need a
snow,
list of numbers.
huh?
We need a list of numbers. I'll get it all done.
Let's do it. We'll put it
I
together.
love that.
Yeah.
Now that's commitment. That
Yeah.
right there.
She's so
So-
much fun.
Yeah. So we talked about beliefs. And so what are some of the values? We've got like 15 minutes now. So let's talk about with these beliefs, what kind of values you guys are together, we're better, so you guys help each other out. What kind of values? Just maybe pop a few values in the chat. And then we're going to, I think honesty is really
Transparency is,
okay.
that is very important to me. When I relate to other people, I always want to be transparent because when I'm transparent, I actually control everything. People can take my transparency and misunderstand it. But see, that's fine because I already know that I didn't give out something that wasn't supposed to be gotten out, and that I can't control. But I can always control my transparency, even if someone misunderstands it, because they have to bring it right back to me.
Mm-hmm.
So transparency in doing things is very important.
I love the humor. That's great. Yeah. 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 Bring in the humor. It's necessary. It's not just, it's necessary. Yeah. Yeah. And generosity and giving, loyalty. Yes. What now, keeping secrets on people's potential leads, that is that's loyalty, I think, or respect.
Respect and loyalty. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We totally believe that there's enough out there for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Right, that is a good consciousness to be in. So the last part of our believing in the next one is believing in what you do, support for others, community, bringing service to the world, seeing what you do as a benefit to the community, making better housing is always better for the community, upgrading it, maybe a neighborhood that's starting to fall apart, believe in your industry, and belief in your associates, whether they be your accountants, your general contractors, carpenters, data entry, hairstylists, believing in the people and trusting the people that trust. Yeah, trust is the big one, is with the people that you work with. So the new trend in goal making, I just listened to 2 speakers today on this, and it used to be a 10-year goal, a 5-year goal. Now people really, a year goes by so fast. Have you noticed the years are just like, zooming by? So a year, we're looking at a year goal, and it's actually on the plan here. Just go out a year for your goal, and then quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. But we were talking about doing things on Monday. That's a good choice. But another thing is, I was talking to someone and they said 2 days. Think of it. How does your mind work? Can you do something for 2 days? Saying, well, I can't make a habit of that because I like Saffron was saying, I just want to be something else, do something else, or be spontaneous. 2 days, my friend, she said, for 2 days, I can eat healthy, because she's not eating very good. And so she said, for 2 days, I can eat healthy. And so then the deal is, well, I did that. Well, for 2 days, I can eat healthy. For 2 more days, I can eat healthy. And then actually, it starts to become a habit where you get up and you don't want to have that, whatever you didn't want to have or you didn't want to do. So 2 days, 3 is stretching it, really. They said 3 days, the 3rd day you start waning. So think of that when you're making your goals. If for 2 days I could do cold calls, 2 days I can do it. Well, I did it for 2 days. It wasn't that bad. I have some more phone numbers. I can do it for 2 more days. I can do it for 2 days, And so then that's changing your mind, changing your plasticity in your brain where, oh, I did it before, I can do it again. It's your brain looking for those patterns that you do. Oh, she did it, she did it, she did it, she did it. It actually changes your conscious effort in that. So does that make any sense to you? Do you think you could do something for 2 days, and then if it felt good and you did it, maybe what if it didn't feel good? Could you try it for 2 more days? What are some of the things that you guys do that you want to do on a more regular basis? You can type it in the chat or open up, what are some things that you've looked at that you really want to do different? Yes, to make calls for 1 hour for 2 days. Cool. So what are some of the other things that you've looked at this year for 2022 that's going to uplift you and keep you motivated to, in the uncertainty, to lift you up? So who wrote that?
Linda might not know, Dylan, what driving for dollars means.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it like bingo?
No, that's okay.
Go ahead and
It's-
tell her.
Isn't that pop stream?
Dylan, go ahead and tell her.
So essentially what it is driving around local residential blocks, finding distressed houses and writing them down to try and get phone numbers for the homeowners and then giving them a call.
Oh,
I've had those calls, but our house is run down, but
I have a program called Pop Stream, And on my phone mobile app, it does it automatically for me. I can pick an area, and as I'm driving, whatever my filters are, if I'm looking for vacant lots, as I'm driving and I set the mile radius, it will tell me what properties are vacant in the area as I'm driving through in
Grady,
real time.
Grady, put
What's
that
the
in
name of that
chat.
app?
Yeah, put it in the chat, Grady. Can you put the app's name in the chat?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called Pop,
Grady,
but
you're my new best friend.
yeah, it costs about cost me about $120 a
Aw.
month.
A month. Well,
Yeah.
we
And
have
I-
business expenses.
Yeah, I pay $120 a month, and I can use it anywhere in the country. As
Wow.
long as I'm in my car and moving, it'll tell me whatever it is.
All right,
Uh,
Grady, if you're in my car and we're moving, will it work?
Yeah, as
Okay.
long as I'm on my phone. Yeah, we just put in what we're looking for. We're looking for flippers. We put
Yeah.
the word
All
flipper
right,
in
all
and
right.
it'll look it up.
We're waiting for you to put it in the chat.
I'm gonna
Grady.
try to do that.
Okay, all right, that's cool. Yeah,
Driving for dollars. Yeah, I
That's
totally
what-
understand.
and that's what they call it, driving for dollars.
and in my mileage log, I put down driving for dollars for my tax, for my mileage. So I'm like driving for $. I was like, okay, so if I ever get audited, that's what I did this day.
Exactly.
They give you a 7-day trial too. You can try it out for 7 days free.
All right, all right,
Let me put it in here.
all right. We got a little off track there. Would anybody else? For your
Yeah,
2-day goal?
yeah, something that you think you can do for 2 days and it might make a difference. It's something that you're not doing now. That's picking up the phone's a tough one sometimes.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can have so many reasons not to. I know that whenever I do pick up the phone and start calling, I market probates. And when I do start calling, I get people that really appreciate my call and tell me that
Thank you for calling.
yeah, no, and there's like people that say, "Oh, you are really doing a sales great job." There's people out there that understand sales, and they're like, "Keep me on your list."
I used to do that with my acting business. I'd sit there and I just the first call would be the hardest. They go, "Oh my gosh, thank you for calling." I'm going, "You wanted to hear from me?" I mean, you'll be astounded that a lot of people will say, "Oh, yeah,
oh,
no,
Yeah,
you're
there's
not
a lot of,
bothering me."
and during this pandemic, there's a lot of lonely people that want a phone call with
There
a
you
real
go.
person, not a computer. Yeah.
How do you send it? I got it typed in. How do you send it? And I got everyone
And
as
you put
two.
enter.
Just push enter.
Oh, push enter on my computer.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Propstream.com. We got it.
Prop stream.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. Thank you, Grady.
Yeah, yeah. You will like it. It is, man. I was working on it before I came to the meeting, looking at properties. I mean, and they got a very helpful team that helps you through it. So it's not like you just do it by yourself. They got a great team of technical support that help you do it.
Yeah, I think Dylan, I don't know Dylan, he's invisible, but I think Dylan might like that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
definitely
got
gonna
to-
spend a little bit of time looking into that.
Exactly.
It makes it much easier because you can look anywhere in the country. In Florida, you're looking for property in Florida, it'll pull up properties for owners for sale by
Jolie's all
owners.
happy.
Yeah.
Well, that is great. So we really only have a few minutes here. So are there any questions of anything that I said or anything that you might want to ask me that could help you? I did mention something to Grace. I've noticed on like TikTok and Instagram and things like that, there's some flippers on there showing their properties before and the process they went through. And I didn't know if any of you use Reels. There's Reels on Facebook and Instagram, or if you did video, any kind of thing.
Would you
Yeah.
explain that more? The one person that I know that does do video is not on tonight, but what is Reels? Is that like a,
Okay, so on Facebook, when you open up your Facebook account, up at the top, it'll say, stories, reels, and you can make a reel, and then people can just flip through the reels all over the country. They don't have to know you. They'll just go through. And so you could even advertise, I'm in Florida right now, and I am looking for people that want to get rid of their houses. Maybe they want to go live in the snow. I'm looking for houses. I want to, or something like that. And then they can leave a message on there, and it's like you're on video, it's real. And then you can type in words and things like that. So,
All right, I'm gonna share my screen. I just opened Facebook.
did you open it?
and then
It's
you
up at
can-
the top. Yeah, reels.
Yeah, so hang on, because I have it on the computer instead of the
Okay,
phone.
yeah,
But
and
let's see, where's my Facebook?
so that's another way for you guys to move into a different market. I've only seen one flipper on there, and I, see a million other things, but I've really only, and I really enjoy TikTok, but I watch reels too.
Okay, so where is it? Which one of these is Reels? Am I
Okay.
near it? Is it?
Well, I
under-
do it on my phone all the time.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
yeah, where
so-
is it? Where is
so
the
that's
one?
that button, and there's this one.
Okay, go to home, create a story. See, you
Go to
see,
stories.
there's you create a story, right?
Where-
Usually there's reels right above on the
Right
phone.
there, okay, story.
The reels would be right next to create a story.
Well, that's what I thought, but
Ah,
see,
I don't see it.
it's not on her, it's on the phone. Can you
Is
show,
it?
show my phone again? Can we go back to,
Yeah, I'll unshare and we'll go back there.
and I'll
I-
put it up
I-
to the
I
screen.
am so bad at Facebook now. Let me try to unshare. Where's my?
No, you can try go back and you just click on one of those like rectangular tiles. No, next to like to the right of
That
create
one?
story.
There?
No. So you see create story, the button create story.
No, I see
No,
that
on the
right.
left.
Okay.
No, okay, you go back. I'll put annotation now. I'll show you.
Let me just like get out of this.
Well, if
Sorry.
look at my camera.
I'm
Can-
trying to
look at my camera.
unshare. Okay, let me get. Stop share. Okay, we're back to you. Thank you.
Okay,
All right, thank you.
see stories, reels, room, see that stories, reels?
Wow, I never seen that.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't do it on my computer. I always do my reels on my phone, because then I just do that, press on it, and it says create a reel, and there's a button,
Hmm.
and then I can create a reel. I could, tape you guys, or I could put me on, and you can add music, and then you can add typing and things like that.
All right.
So,
All right,
yeah.
let's all try to do that this next week before the marketing mastermind and report back in.
oh,
and report-
then they'll go, do you could do reels? To go, oh yeah, we do reels.
And we can report to Dan Gandy about it on next Tuesday night.
Exactly. Yeah, no, we do reels. We've done it for
Yeah,
a week.
yeah,
a day.
we're experts.
Right. I just think it might be a very great tool, for somebody that's just sitting there at home, and then they go, yeah, I kind of want to get rid of this house, or something like that. Or so anyway, anything else? Anybody has any question? Because your marketing people next week are really going to help you with a whole bunch of different things. What was his name? Gordy?
Dan Gandy, who's our
Gandy.
marketing expert. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, he's super awesome. But
Ah.
but his brain goes so fast. It's just like help. Mike
Hard to take
Mike
notes.
Gredzian's the only one that can keep up with him. I swear.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
All right.
Well, I just want to tell everybody, before we say goodbye, thank you for listening, and thank you for participating. And I hope this helped you start thinking about some things you might want to do. Because we do want to make 2022 different and more powerful. I do. I think a lot of people do. Thank you.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Linda,
you.
thank you so much for your time, your expertise, and your gifts. If there's a way that people can get a hold of you and communicate more with you is, you want to put that in the chat?
Yeah, and I have it on the bottom of that paper.
Yeah,
So also, but I will put it in the chat. I'll put my email and phone number. Thank you, guys.
thank you. You've been so
Uh-huh.
inspirational and like, let's get it going, right?
I
Engage,
know.
engage, let's go.
Yep. Don't hold yourself back.
The tires of the car don't work unless it's engaged. In a gear. Let's put,
And you gotta have some air in the tires now.
you gotta have some gears and get it engaged. And let's go.
Oh, and
Vroom,
some
vroom.
gas, maybe it's electric, maybe you have an electric car.
Oh, that's next.
Yeah.
All right.
So Grace, just last word for you. So I think you need to install Instagram to be able to use Reels on Facebook.
Oh, I have Instagram.
And another thing is, like, I just read it. It's like a beta feature, so it's still being tested. So it might not be available for everyone. That's another thing.
Oh. See, you might be
Real?
special, Linda.
No,
Yeah.
no, all my friends do. I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't do real. I mean, in my business, but
What kind of phone do you have?
I have a Samsung.
Okay, I have a Samsung, because everything always go to the iPhone first, and then those have Androids come second. But it's
Right?
good.
No, we got it. We're
Yeah.
Androids. We got it.
Okay, because I got a Galaxy, a Samsung too.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, everyone. Any more questions for Linda? Go ahead, because she's not tired. Let's just say that.
We thank you, or I thank you for
Yeah,
your information.
lots of
Very good.
enthusiasm.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And I hope to see you next week. Same channel, well, different channel, but same time. All right.
All
Thank you.
right.
Have a good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Good to see y'all.